Welcome to Home Team Advantage. I'm Gary Gimbetti along with Mike Egan, and we're back for another week, and we won't be back next week because you're heading down on a trip, so we better take advantage of what we can talk about today.
Well, we got a beautiful day. We can talk about things. By the way, the other day I had an opportunity to taste alligator for the first time. Tastes just like chicken.
That's what I hear.
If it's fresh off the farm.
It's fresh off the
Just
farm.
like frogs. They
Just
taste
like
like
frogs.
taste
Yeah.
like chicken.
All right, high school baseball boys lost last night to Esco 4-1.
Okay, that was played over at Rock Ridge because Al Nyberg Field's
Too wet.
too wet to play on. So people who are interested in having I'm going to bring it up again, turf field, better get one.
Yeah.
Whether it's Nyberg or a new one, better do it. We better get some progress going here for that so they can play here instead of having to go on the road. Although it was a neutral site game for both teams, but
Well, you're there. They could go get one of those big balloons and cover the field with it.
yeah, well,
Just blow it up.
no,
Okay.
I don't particularly care for that one. But I went over to Mesabi East last week to cover a game. They were playing Mesabi East over there, and they got a nice field over there too. So all these, Aurora is obviously smaller than we are, and they've got real nice facilities. I mean, we have a nice football field and track and all that. Don't get me wrong, but
When you think about it, Gareth, this time of year is the toughest, and you got basically more sports going on that the outdoors has such a great effect on, with baseball and track and all that.
well, they're all
Tennis
outdoors.
and- So maybe a field house would be the answer.
Well, if you can pay for it.
Don't get me in trouble now.
No, I won't. But that's the issue. I mean, they're gonna get some sponsors to pay for it, or what's the deal? I mean, it has to be.
Personally, I believe you've got to have a major player. You've got to have, Virginia had, was it a bank?
Well, Franzen Bank and Trust,
And then,
and then City Auto Glass did their, well, at least is sponsored by City Auto Glass on their second baseball field.
but over in Superior, the Superior High School, I think they had one of the major clinics come through for them. And they've got football, baseball, they got everything over there. So in order to make it work, you got to have a major player step up, and we have some in town.
No, we do.
It's just a matter of,
We have a whole medical community in town.
Yep.
I don't know what their financial sheets come out to, but
well, St. Luke's has been sold now, or to a different entity. And Fairview, I don't know if it's University of Minnesota Fairview or what it's called now. So, but anyways, we'll see. Like we always said, not my lifetime.
no, probably not. It's unfortunate because I get it. I never liked artificial turf fields, but after watching what's gone up in the other cities around here, not even Rapids has one though either. And they're kind of bigger than we are, I guess. But
We have a girls softball program that plays on turf, but they go practice on dirt because most of their tournament games are on dirt. So
yeah, and if you don't play on dirt, you're not going to be used to the bounces that
a little
you get.
different bounce. It's
So-
amazing what a little rock will do to a ball.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So.
So yeah, I hope stuff comes to fruition, but we'll see.
Yep.
If taxes go up, but I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I got all the money in the world,
I'm
right?
gonna say Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah, I wish, but
Track or softball, I'm sorry.
softball went to Becker, and I know they won 2 games out of 3, and they lost to Becker 1-0. I was told by one of the players, and then they came back and beat a couple other teams, and then they were in Grand Rapids the other day, and I still haven't heard how they did over there. So,
And they got like 2 weeks to finish everything right now, right?
well, yeah, and they also have a home game tomorrow against, I think, maybe Greenway, but that's going to be played at Bennett Park. So,
BP1.
yeah. So that's what'll happen there. The baseball tournament, the Bugliosi tournament's probably next weekend, I'm thinking. Yeah, because they don't play this weekend.
Okay.
So that'll come up next week.
Are they doing the wood bat tournament?
That would be the
that
Bugliosi.
Bugliosi?
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be the Bugliosi wood bat tournament. So hopefully the weather stays. You know, it's starting to get nicer out, so hopefully
Yeah,
it
well,
stays.
you just jinxed it now 'cause it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Oh. Well, I don't care about tomorrow. That's
Saturday it's
fine.
supposed to be nice, so.
So we can, that'll takes care of that. Track had their true team meet up here. And again, kudos go out to James Please, because he doesn't get to coach much, but he runs those meets pretty efficiently.
Yep.
And he also gets a lot of compliments from other coaches about how they run the meets there. And they got the new timing system up on the scoreboard. You know, it
Yeah,
shows the
very
time.
nice.
It shows the time while they're racing, and then it shows the results after you're done. And that's sweet.
They have my understanding is that they've got like a 9th and 10th grade class running that. Ron, do you know that?
Well, they have a class there,
It's
and
through the, oh boy, I just went blank on it. They have a media class that they have now. And they're working, getting the kids, and you go up there and it's like NASA. They're
Yeah.
pushing all these buttons. And this
well,
and
they
that.
can't. No, the two guys that they've had up there have done a really good job with the scoreboard. But the one, and it's changing obviously after this summer, was they tried to connect the camera up to it to get instant
Oh,
replays and
okay.
stuff. There's no internet.
That'll change.
That's changing, yeah. So we're not here dissing the school because they don't
No,
have
'cause
internet
I-
up there, because that.
I'm going to tell you right now, at our yesterday's meeting, we approved the money for redoing the bathrooms, your box upstairs, the concession stand. That's all going to be all redone and very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I know, it's coming, so there will be a lot of, some good internet up there for them to attach the camera to it and actually, show replays and, like they do at NBA or professional games where they go through the crowd and stuff like that, they'll be able to
We
do
have
that.
the kiss cam?
Yeah, well, it depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that'll be good. And and I think they get a little frustrated hearing it, but it's not on anybody in particular why there's no internet up there, because it's the way it happened when they first put it up.
Well, we're not living up in Antarctica. I'm sure they've got internet at the college. They've got internet right next door at the apartment. So it can't be that big of a deal to put the internet in.
No, it shouldn't be. And then next football season,
I'm sure it will
that'll
be
be
ready.
kind of nice, and then
Yeah.
for track season and stuff. So, golf.
Ron?
Oh, you have somebody out now.
Oh, he's coming to work.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
never mind.
So they had their Lake Superior conference meet, and I just typed that up today, and I think Hibby and Boyce finished 4th or 5th. It was one or the other. I think 4th. But Andrew Slatton tied for 1st
Oh, nice.
with like a 77 or 73 or something. So the golf team is good this year. But obviously you got Cloquet in there and other Grand Rapids, and they're all good teams. So, but hopefully they'll make it back to the second day of
Yeah.
sections and
Good.
have a good shot to go as a team. The girls were like 4th or 5th, and they have their home meet tomorrow. Hibbing does at the country club, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll be out there for that. So.
Speaking of golf, I just want to throw a kudos to Ben Abrahamson. Tried out for the U.S. Open.
Oh yeah.
Missed it by a couple of strokes.
Oh well.
But I was talking to him this morning, so he's going to try out for the Minnesota Amateur State Tournament, and then there's another one that he's going to. So I'm looking at him going, I didn't know you're that good of a golfer. I should have came in and watched him more on the simulator. Maybe I would have learned a few things.
Well, he's really worked on his game.
Yeah.
So congratulations to
Yeah.
him. Not on not making it, but just having the opportunity to go
do it.
qualify
Yeah.
and come close enough to do it. So
Swimming, we don't have anything, right?
no, I think that tennis split on 2 matches yesterday. They lost to Duluth East and then beat Duluth Denfeld.
They were on TV last night.
And then they
Really?
lost to Rock Ridge the other day, 4-3, which the first time they played this year in April, they lost 7-0.
Oof.
So things tightened up for the section with that 4-3
Yeah.
win. Now they just have to maybe get some fortunate bounces in a couple of those matches they lost, and maybe they can make some noise in the
Good.
section.
Yeah, it seemed like they were a pretty good team. I mean, I think that last night they were saying there were singles and then the doubles. The Gabardi boys are playing, so yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah,
They do well.
he alternates those Gabardi boys between singles and doubles sometimes. But usually Jack will play with Cooper Hendrickson. But Cooper had a great match with the Rock Ridge #1 singles player and actually beat him in 3 sets.
Nice.
So, but it also went. I was a super tiebreaker in the last set. So, I don't. It was. So I don't know if they'd have played it out, what would have happened.
No.
But he was good enough to win the super tiebreaker to make it 4-3.
Good.
So hopefully they do well in sections. And then the college baseball team played Sunday against Itasca. They needed, I think, 2 wins would have got them into the Region 13 tournament, and then they lost the first game. So then they needed 1 win for sure to get a play-in game with the Rainy River, or a play-in game or a playoff, 1-game
Right.
playoff to get in there, which they played Tuesday up in International Falls, and they ended up winning 9-6 to get the last spot in the Region 13 tournament.
Kind of like the NBA's playing deal, down
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were playing today at 10 o'clock against Ridgeview, I think, down in St. Cloud. So hopefully, and I'll tell you what, both teams, a lot of bombs flying.
Not a home
And,
run going
yeah,
on?
there is. Yeah, they both those teams, and I'm sure all of them you can include in there. They can all hit the ball.
And that's one thing at the college, local college here, their baseball program, the last few years, never really seemed to have a problem getting kids to play, whereas the other sports, they can't get enough kids to participate.
Yeah, they can't. The softball team, I think, had to cancel their last 2 games because they didn't have enough players. And then obviously women's basketball is,
With Donnie Dixon this year, right?
well, yeah, the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's not coming back next year, but they should right now. And I don't know. I mean, I certainly not going to tell them how to run their business, but
Yeah, you are.
yeah, well, I probably will. But they should be looking for a coach right now
Yep.
to hire, and then give him a year to recruit, and then maybe you could get basketball back. I mean,
Speaking of coaches, not to segue to something different, but did you see the interview they did with the Toronto hockey coach? He quit. He named off 6 different players that quit on him. Matthews was one of them.
Really?
Oh, he took game 6 off because he had a hangnail. It just went on
Oh,
and
wow.
on and on. And apparently he's going now to coach in Boston or something. I mean, it's, the NHL, if you get fired in one spot, you get picked up in another one. So I'm kind of curious to see what the Wild are going to do. Their coach resigned, right?
oh no, I don't know. Hines hasn't.
According to this, I don't know if it's true
I
or
don't
not.
know. I haven't heard that.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't know why he would, unless
Yeah.
Guerin doesn't want him coaching. I don't know why he would resign.
But they ended up with the 13th pick now in the draft.
Oh yeah, well, it's not the pick we needed.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll find a diamond in the rough.
I'd like to see him go after Scotty and bring him back home. He's not playing a whole lot. He's been hurt, but it'd be a great, not only for the team to have a local kid playing, but I'm sure it would help their fan base quite a bit. So
Well, and it would also, Scotty's good
Good
on
hockey
the power
player.
play.
Yeah.
He's a good hockey player. He's good on the power play because I think he's more of an offensive defenseman than anything.
Yeah. See,
So-
now you should do an editorial and write that in there and put the
Well.
pressure on them to do that.
yeah, I'm sure they're reading.
I'm sure they're sitting up in that press
Yeah.
box reading your.
They're not. I don't think they're reading my stuff
Daily Tribune.
down at the XL Energy Center. It does.
You never know. It could be a big hit there at the Ranger restaurant or whatever
Well,
it's called.
I hope so. Maybe I should do that. Was Scotty a free agent this year?
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
But
So
anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to
no, that's
get
all
away
right.
from what we were talking about. And we are at the Miracle League, our background today, just so everyone knows, they're starting the end of May again, so it's going to be fun.
And-
We're going to celebrate our 10th anniversary. And they've contacted the Twins trying to get Mr. Herbeck and Marnie Gellner and some of the people that came up for the original inauguration. So, yeah, it should be fun.
Well, I was going to let you say that because I know you told us that last week that they were in contact with the Twins
Yeah.
to get people up here to do that. No, it's great that the kids get a chance to play the game, no matter, regardless of if they're handicapped or not.
Right.
And that's not a great way to put it, probably, but just when I see the commercials and somebody's in a wheelchair and they're swinging a bat or they're throwing a ball, it chokes me up a little bit because they get the chance to play, and
Right.
every kid should have that chance to play a game that maybe they love.
Well, there's, we have an adult side to it, and there's adult individuals that have come here that are, 40, 30, 50 years old that never swung a bat
Mm-hmm.
in their lifetime, and they get an opportunity to get up and hit a ball and scoot their way down the bases. And it's if you want to see, if you're ever feeling sorry for yourself, come to a Miracle League
Mhm.
game, and then afterwards you'll smile right as long as you can, and because you can't, the smiles you see out there, they're infectious. I mean, it's just it's
Mhm.
great. So, anyways,
All right. Well, let's go into the Minnesota Timberwolves, and can you believe that the run they're on right now?
Charles Barkley says they're going to win. They're going to sweep.
Yeah, well, that's the kiss of death because Stephen Ames, or what's his name?
Stephen
Stephen A. Smith
Yeah,
thinks they're going to win the NBA title.
yeah.
And Charles Barkley thinks they're good, and well, that was probably the kiss of death right now. But
Well, it was it Larry Bird the other day made a comment. He said any team that can hold an NBA team to 80 points is a good team,
and without
and without their number
Rudy
one
Gobert.
defensive player of the year. So
they have to be in the heads of the Nuggets right now, and the Nuggets are not deep enough to compete with the Timberwolves, I don't think. And then they have a couple guys, Reggie Jackson and Jamal Murray, are both hurt.
and then one guy got a $100,000 fine for throwing the heat pad on the floor.
Yeah, I think that might have been Murray.
Oh.
Yeah, so he throws a towel and a heat pad, doesn't get a technical foul out of either one.
The coach runs out on the floor. He doesn't get a technical.
No, and he was dropping
Big
big old
one,
F-bombs. Yeah, so I don't get that part of it.
And that was the other thing that Bird was talking about. He said it reminded him of the days when Detroit and Boston used to play. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, and it all came down to who wanted it more than the other guy. And he said the Timberwolves just showed that they wanted that game more than Denver did. So,
Mhm.
but Rudy's back, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully they, you hate to be thinking ahead, but if they can just get one game here, which is now they're playing at home,
Yep.
hopefully two, but you go down 3-0 or get up 3-0, you're probably winning the series.
I would think so. And can you imagine what it's going to be like down there? Was it tomorrow night they play?
Yeah, it's going to be
It's
wild.
going to be rocking. So.
But and then again, coming up, looking ahead, I mean, you have Oklahoma City and Dallas,
Yeah.
and it looks like Oklahoma City's probably going to sweep that series. I would have. Oh, they're only up 1-0 right now, but I don't know if Dallas has enough firepower, even though they have Luka and Kyrie.
Well, when you look at it, the Western Conference, which the Timberwolves are in, their teams just seem so much stronger than the Eastern Conference. I mean, watching Philadelphia and watched the New York game, and it just, I mean, New York's got one guy, their guard, Brunson, whatever his name is, and that's what they have. But like you said, you never know in the NBA. Might take a few official calls to swing the game one way or the other.
Well, if the refs who do the Wolves and the Nuggets let them play like they did on, what was it, Monday?
Monday.
I have no issue with that. If both ways, that's fine with me.
And why do we have to wait till Friday to play?
I don't know why they did that.
That's ridiculous.
So,
But anyways, so good luck to the Timberwolves. Another local team, Twins, came down off the Mount Olympus after their 12 wins. Pulled out a win last night, so I think they've won 2 out of their last 4.
Well, they play Seattle today at noon.
Yeah.
So-
They've taken 2 out of 3 from them.
Two out
Well,
of
they
three.
had the 12 game, they lost, so they had won 12 out of 13, and
Yep.
they won 13 out of 14. Then they lost, so that's 13
Yeah.
out of 15, I think,
And then they won yesterday.
so that's 14 out of
Yep.
16. That's how you get back in it.
Oh, yeah. Their problem is they got Cleveland in front of them.
Well, yeah, and then, but like I always tell Ron, I said, just get 15 to 20 games over 500, and then you can kind of just maintain.
Well, it'll help because every team's going to have one. You're going to have a losing streak sooner, and fortunately for hopefully fortunately for the Twins, theirs was at the beginning of the year, and they, like you said, they can maintain it up and be competitive. So their pitching still sucks. I mean,
Well,
can't say that. Can
no, yeah, that's okay. I think.
Okay.
I think that's okay. But you can't let one game, a one loss translate into 2,
Right.
and 2 translate into 3. I mean, so even if you win every other day, I mean
Well,
that's
if you can take 2 out of 3 in every series, you're going to win. I mean, you're going to be in the playoffs. So hopefully they can continue to do that. I still think they need to make some moves. They got to get a pitcher. Or they got to do something.
there's
And what was this talk about? Royce Lewis going to San Diego or something?
I haven't heard
Rumor
that
talk.
either.
Okay.
They're not trading. There's no way they're trading. If you're talking about trading, there's no way they're trading him.
Oh well. Starting pitching.
No. Yeah, you can't do that. No, I think fans would revolt big time in this state.
You'd like the Polettes listen to anybody?
Of course, he never plays.
Yeah, he's heard all the time. He's like Buxton. Yeah, another one.
Yeah, right. The inflammation
Yeah, his season's over.
has him out for 10 days, I believe. I don't know how the progress is going there. Let me, I can find out.
See, they should have signed their center fielder they had last year.
Taylor,
Yep.
he plays with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Injuries. Lewis waiting to be cleared to ramp up.
Oh,
So he's on his,
on his way back.
sounds like
That
he
young
is.
kid that's filled in for him, playing very good out in center field for Buxton. The rookie.
Oh, yeah, Austin Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know they have severe right quad strain. No sooner than June return.
Who's that?
Lewis.
Oh,
Again, another checkup on May 8th is still waiting to be cleared to ramp up, even as he claims he feels ready to go.
yeah. Until he has to run around.
Though he
second
has
base again.
often been overly rosy in his self-evaluations. Well, at least he wants to play.
He's got a good PR man himself.
Stewart, the one relief pitcher, has right shoulder tendonitis. I don't know how the hell that develops. I guess maybe just overuse. I don't know. Who knows? Byron Buxton, expected return mid-May. Not need much than the minimum 10 days on the IL for knee inflammation that flared up on a stolen base attempt May 1st in Chicago, which led to his placement on the IL on May 3rd. Did not reveal any structural damage to the knee, so the hope is that he's getting treatment done on the inflammation will get Buxton healthy enough to play again in relatively short order.
2 words. Who cares?
Well, I don't know. We differ on that because I think they need him.
Yeah, well,
I thought they needed Miguel Sano too, but that.
big whiff.
But actually, Buxton is hitting almost close to 250 right now.
Yeah.
So he's not. At least he's not below 200, which is
He's worth $70 million.
well. He was at the time.
I think long-term contracts are going to be the death of all professional teams.
Well, I think they all get paid too much anyway. But
Unless you got, what's his name, the guy from the Dodgers that spends millions of dollars on bets and,
Ohtani.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised none of that's.
that died off real quickly.
Yeah,
right?
didn't it?
Yep.
They all put the blame on his interpreter,
Yeah.
and now that he's pretty much maybe in the clear. I don't know. I haven't heard lately, but
You won't hear any more about it. Major League Baseball, another little cover-up.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And, he deferred all that money,
Mm-hmm.
so he's not getting paid that much money, but he allowed the Dodgers to sign that Glasnow and that Yamamoto, I think, and other pitchers. So they got to sign 2 pitchers because he deferred all that money. I can't think of another. At least in that sense, he's a team guy. I mean, he didn't want the Dodgers to suffer
It's
team.
tough to live on that
Yeah,
$30 million a
I
year.
know, but.
Wow.
But those 2 pitchers are, well, I know the Glasnow guy is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, too bad, and the Twins had the opportunity to sign Blake Snell too. I mean, he was still out on the market. Even as the season started, he was still out on the market. And I think he won a Cy Young Award. We won a Cy Young Award at one point in his career. Left-hander. We don't have one left-handed starter.
No.
I don't get how they can just bypass that and not have a left-handed starter.
And left-handers are considered the better pitcher, right?
Yeah. And their bullpen gave up the other night when they lost?
The Grand Slam.
4 runs. Is that how they got the runs? Was a grand slam?
Yep.
Yeah. And who was the pitcher at the time?
Bullwinkle. I don't know.
Thunderberg?
Thunderbird, yeah.
Cody
Yeah, Thunderberg.
Thunderberg?
Thunder.
Actually, I'll go look.
So.
I know.
Well, while you're looking, we'll, everything's quieted down with the Vikings now. The draft's over, and their big thing now, and you still haven't heard much about, is Jefferson. If they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
sign
they haven't,
him.
yeah.
The McCarthy era is going to start, but I think Darnold's going to do a good job for him.
Yeah, and I hope he does. I mean, everybody's kind of overlooking him.
Yeah.
But with that offense, I would think he can make, okay, last year was an anomaly because even the guys they picked up and played, I mean, Mullins wasn't bad,
No.
but he gave the ball away too much. But
Have they signed that guard or the tackle or his name, Rice?
no, I don't believe so.
I don't think he's signed anywhere else yet either.
No.
So there must be something.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're waiting until they sign Jefferson
No.
to a contract, and then maybe they'll whatever money they have left.
Yeah. So we've got we're running low on time here. We don't have any concerts or anything coming up this week, correct? Graduation is coming up.
31st.
Done Friday.
College graduation is Friday.
And
The nurse pinning is tonight,
tonight. And high school is done on the 25th.
and then
Well,
graduation's
school's done for everybody on the
31st.
25th. So
So
Pops concert on the 22nd.
Pops
con-
concert 22nd.
That's it.
So
I'll-
another one in the books, my friend.
Yeah, have fun on your trip.
I will, and I will not say any more about tasting like chicken or you taking your hose out.
No, thank you for not bringing that up again. But for Mike Egan, I'm Gary Gimbetti. Join us again for Home Team Advantage.
For over 25 years, U.S. Bank, located at 211 East Howard Street in Hibbing, Minnesota, has provided office and studio space for Hibbing Public Access Television. We are thankful for their ongoing support.